Let's kind of begin where we left off last night. As we speak, the NATO leaders are meeting in the Netherlands at The Hague. The images that we have seen over the past couple of hours have been interesting, including, of course, the President of the United States meeting a bunch of other world leaders. Those paying absolute attention have noticed that the Ukrainian leader, Volodimir Zelensky, is wearing a suit today at the NATO meeting. Now, that would be fascinating to know why. Of course, we all know what happened last time they saw each other face to face. The President seems to have woken up in a better mood than he was at times yesterday on just apparently a couple of hours' sleep. The day begins in the beautiful Netherlands. The King and Queen are beautiful and spectacular people. Our breakfast meeting was great. Now we're off to the very important NATO meetings. The US will be very well represented. Now, I know it's the 428th time, and I know that polite society does not like it. But I absolutely loved, that Trump ripped in the way that he did yesterday. Because remember, the whole point of what he is trying to do is to draw a line under the 12 most recent days of conflict, not to decide an overall winner when it comes to the Middle East and the rights and wrongs, just to say, OK, we've all made our point, stop. And when they were refusing to do so, I just love that the President of the United States did not send a message, a smoke signal. You did not have to read the tea leaves. Instead, he spray painted it on the White House walls.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
Bang, boom, boom. Now, it might just be because I am a cashed up bogan, but the reality is that a lot of people, if not, dare I say most, swear. Do we expect a little better in our public officials? Sure. But every now and then, are you allowed to show a certain level of frustration? And yeah, sometimes even go there. Of course. But what I love is the giant gulf between the people who are making TV and radio shows and the people who are watching them, who either cheered or booed, but may well have said the same language back to the screens. Watch everyone tiptoe around the F-bomb today.
Key US weapon, the F-bomb, a foul-mouthed tirade.
A furious Donald Trump has left the world stunned.
Donald Trump delivered a furious tirade punctuated with an expletive.
Oh, expletive. Foul-mouthed. How dare you? I get it. Is this the most presidential of language you have ever seen in your life? No. But sometimes I love that we pretend that our society is still sort of playing by the everyone wears hats and suits when they go to the city rules of the 1950s. Now, it does not mean that I expect all bulletins all the time to be nothing but F-bombs and creative ways of swearing. Certainly, there have been plenty of times in my career over 15 years that I've got probably a little bit too sweary, a little bit too casual. I know for some people, swearing is down market. It might seem a little dumb at times. And you know what? You're probably right. But I do find some of the collective pearl clutching from a media that is more than happy to shove bile and garbage down the throats of people over generations, being the same people going, won't someone think about the children? Now, while all of that was happening, and I'm going to have a bit to say about social media, there were some people who had a little bit of fun with it. Again, if you're the type of person who is deeply offended by the swearing of the president, I apologise. But again, I don't want him to be doing it all day, every day. I like that there's these little moments that sometimes just break out and normal people who don't pay attention to the news as deeply as we do go, how good or bad was what the president did last night? And again, it didn't hurt a single human being. But it did produce fun like this. Like everything on the internet is seemingly being turned into babies, so why not the news?
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
You can hate or like Trump all you want. I don't care if you hate him, you love him, or like him, but y'all can't lie. That man is funny. This man cussed on national television.
You understand that?
Oh, I know there'll be how could he? Well, they're all going to pretend they don't swear in their own life. Again, if you are somebody who does not use this language, I apologise for making fun. But if you are a person who does use this language, who has used this language before but then goes on television, a foul-mouthed behaviour of a president. welcome to 2025, okay? There's so much fakery and puffery in and around the media. My thing is just to try to be as normal as possible. And sometimes that is going to be a little swear word. Hopefully not all of the sentence, and hopefully many fewer than often roll through my little head. But that's just my thoughts. No swearing today at the NATO conference. Instead, the thing that was around yesterday, he's doubled down on again today, which is the leaking of intel information that apparently the hit on Iran was not as big as he had suggested. So he's going after those who are saying that it wasn't the obliteration of the nuclear campaign in Iran.
You had some great reporters, but you have scum. CNN is scum. MSDNC is scum. The New York Times is scum. They're bad people. They're sick.
Imagine if a real politician, like a serious, did that here. Oh, the clutch of the pearls.